What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday. Oh, I have officially completed my 21-day juice fast. Oh, you guys, I am so proud of myself. I went to church today. I didn't even have breakfast, honestly. Like I made myself a cup of coffee this morning, so I actually broke my fast like around lunchtime. So I made myself a cup of coffee this morning, and then I went to church because I was running a little behind. And then it's just such a, I can't even express to you guys how good it feels. For me, this is how I feel. Like I started this year off with a positive outlook, just positive energy, positive vibe. I knew before January 1st that I was going to do this fast. I didn't know what I was going to expect, although I have done a 5-day fast and I've done 2 3-day fasts in the past. But, you would think that I did a 3-day, a 5-day, let me push it to 7 or 10. No, I decided to do something really hard, and I am a foodie, okay? Anybody who knows me knows that I love food, okay? I am an absolute foodie, all right? But I do, most of the stuff that I eat is, is not bad stuff. Like I don't go around eating McDonald's all the time. Can't have pizza because I'm dairy free. So, pizza just doesn't taste the same when it's, a dairy alternative. So I haven't had pizza. But what I try to eat, like anything that I may, like if I go out to a restaurant and I have like a really good steak or a really good chicken dish, I'll try to copy it in a healthy version at home. And if there's dairy involved, then I'll find a dairy alternative. Like there's a couple of different recipes. I love Alfredo. I love chicken Alfredo. I love shrimp Alfredo, anything Alfredo. I'm a saucy girl too. Like I like a lot of sauce in my pasta. If there's sauce that comes with a burger, I want that sauce. I'm that girl. I'm not like that with dressing. Like I don't like extra wet salads like this, because then everything just kind of wilts and gets slimy. I don't like that. I like light dressing. But when it comes to dinner dishes and meals and things like that, if it's sauce, if it's pasta sauce, Alfredo sauce, any type of cheese sauce, what else? I love soup. I like creamy soup. One of my goals this year is to make a, I don't know if you would call it vegan, because I'm not a vegan, but one of my favorite soups is cheddar and broccoli soup. So I want to try to copy a recipe with a dairy alternative. Like I'll get like a plant-based cheddar cheese or whatever and see how that, and I will document these things. I'm going to start trying to find different recipes and try them out. Whether they work or not, it's okay, but I still want to share them with you guys and, show you guys the process of how it tastes and everything. So, but anyway, not to get off too much off the topic, but I went into this fast just feeling optimistic, feeling hopeful. I honestly, at one point, didn't think that I was going to make it. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. This was probably the hardest fast that I've done. But I think the first time I felt like I didn't want to do it was the second day. Because, excuse me, one thing that I will tell you guys about this fast, that feeling when your sinuses are really open, it's almost like a stinging feeling in your nose. This fast has really cleared my nasal cavity and my sinuses so much that's what happens because they're so open. I smell everything. Anyway, so the first day of my fast, I was like, you know what? This is day 1. It's perfect. It's January 1st. It's on a Sunday. It's the beginning of a new year. This is perfect. The timing is just perfect. Let's do it. So me and Tyrone started this together. That night, I was like, look, I kind of don't know if I want to do this. The second day I was struggling. I was just like, maybe I could just start today, or maybe I could just start another day. But I think the thought of starting on the first month of a brand new year was really like in my mind. And I'm like, you know what? If I do it on the second, I'm going to feel bothered about that because I feel like the date just fell perfectly in the week, you know? So I'm like, no, I got to stick this through. So, not only that, but I've told you guys before, like, I don't know what it is. I know a lot of people don't like getting older, especially, you know, both men and women. When you hit your 40s, it's supposed to feel different. People don't like it. It's like, oh my gosh, you know what? I don't know about this getting old stuff. I'm starting to feel this, that, and the third. Me personally, I haven't been married. I don't have children yet. I never even had a pet. Well, I have had a pet when I was younger. It was a fish. But anyway, um, and that's okay because I know that what my heart desires is going to come to me at the appropriate time. I just continue to pray and to prepare for that whenever that comes. And that's the good thing about staying ready so you don't have to get ready. It's always staying on top of your game, always making sure that your mind is right, your emotions are right, your spirit is right, making sure that you are always prepared for that very thing that you want. Because even though you don't see it coming, you want to be able to say, you know what? When that opportunity comes, I'm going to hit the ground running. You know, it's one of those things where you ever tell somebody, oh yeah, you know, come pick me up at this time. They get to your house to pick you up and you're not ready yet. Now you got them waiting. Now you're going to get them to a point where they're just going to drive off without you. That's the same thing when it comes to opportunities. Sometimes you have to be ready for an opportunity when it comes. And if you're not ready, that opportunity may go away. So it's important for you to keep yourself together, make sure that you're, you know, keeping your house in order. And when I say house, I don't always mean a place. Your home is also you. And you want to make sure that you always stay together because, you know, and what one of the things that my pastor was talking about a couple of weeks ago is being at that door. And once that door opens, you don't want to go scrambling for your shoes and your bag. You want to be standing there with your shoes on, clothes on, coat on, bag on, ready to go through that door when that door opens for you. So for me, I just know what my heart's desires is, and I work every day to be the best version of myself, to prepare myself for the things that I want, be it a wife, motherhood, in my career, you know, whether my channel is going to blow up one day, I want to be able to be prepared to take on what comes with that, you know. I've never had a video go viral. I don't know what that feels like, but I want to be prepared when it happens, you know? And so many opportunities can come from being a YouTuber and things like that. And so anyway, so when I turned 40, I just felt so good. I didn't feel bad about not having kids. I didn't feel bad about not being married at the time. I didn't feel bad about turning 40. I felt better than probably I ever have on a birthday, on my 40th birthday, because I said, you know what? I have a feeling that this 40th year is going to be my year. I don't know what this year has in store. I don't know if I'm going to get engaged or get married, or if children is in the books, or if I'm going to get a pet, or if my channel's going to blow up, that I'm going to become a millionaire. I don't know what this year it has in store. It is only the beginning. But I just remember waking up feeling so full. And sometimes, and you've probably heard this saying before, sometimes people are so poor that all they have is money. And if you don't understand what that means, I encourage you to look it up and do some research on that quote, because money, you can have money and still have nothing. You can have money and still not be fulfilled. You can have all the money in the world and still not have a family, not have any substance in your life, not be happy with your career. Even though you have the money you want, you're not happy. And a lot of that has nothing to do with money. And so for me, I feel like I am just so rich, and it's not even financial. It's the fact that I have an amazing circle of friends. I have an amazing family. I have an amazing boyfriend in my life who loves me, who makes me feel safer than I have ever felt, who makes my health his top priority, who supports me, who pushes me to be better. I am doing something with my life in my career that I absolutely enjoy, and I am making money doing it. And to be honest with you, like, money is a bonus when you have all those things in your life. And so going into this year and going into this fast, I just felt so good about it. But the first day was tough because I'm like, no. And then the second day I was like, I'll do it tomorrow. But then I'm like, no, because then I will kind of mess up the flow that I'm feeling right now. So I had to push through it. So the first week was interesting because every day was something different. Like one day I think I was depleted. Another day I felt sick. The next day I couldn't sleep. Another day I was having weird dreams. When I got to like the 7th day, I gotta say, when it came to the 2nd week, I felt like I wasn't missing anything, but then like smelling food would kind of, like my antennas would go up like, oh my gosh. But by this time now, my senses were heightened. So I can smell, like me and Tyrone were talking about in our video. We walked in the mall, and when we walked by a restaurant, we immediately smelled the spices that were in that food. Like, it was absolutely insane. And so I didn't want to be around, like I wasn't ready to like sit in the middle of a food court and just have juice. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Maybe halfway through that 2nd week, I was ready for it and I was okay with it. Because I smelled food and it just kind of got to a point where I'm like, oh, that smells good, but it's all right. Like, I'm on a fast. And this was my priority, And some people who go through a fast, they just kind of want to get through it. And I got to admit, like, the first few times I did a fast, that's how it was for me. This time around, there was a couple of days where I just wanted to get through it. But then it got to a point where I was just like, you know what? This is all right. This is good. You're not going to drop dead. You're not going to be, malnourished. Like, you're going to be fine. And so, Tyrone and I get up in the mornings and we, he loves educating himself on anything, you know what I mean, when it comes to health. And so I watch those videos with him, and I look things up on my own as well. And, once you are informed about how these things work and everything, it becomes much easier because you understand what's happening through the process. And even though everyone is different, everyone is going to process a fast different. Maybe some people may get through it easier than others, and me and Tyrone have spoken about this before. Like, I have more self-control when it comes to food than he does, but I am a big foodie. Like, I remember when I first met him, he can eat like a bag of apples in one day and not have anything else and be fine. I couldn't do that. I need more than just an apple. I need, like, apples ain't gonna do it. I need a burger. I need a sandwich. I need a salad. I need something, And so, he's taught me a lot as well. And so when it came to the end of the 2nd week, it just became easy. My body got used to it. I did lose weight. I started at 133. I weighed myself today. I'm 122. It doesn't bother me that I lost weight because I know that I can gain it back. But now I don't feel bad about it. There's certain clothes that fit me better now, but then there's other clothes I have that are now baggy. So that I don't like, but I know that in my mind right now, I feel like I'm in a good place to build more muscle and keep the figure that I have, which doesn't really change much. And my doctors know that, definitely don't do this without consulting your doctor. Don't do anything when it comes to, removing things from your diet without consulting your doctor first. We are not doctors. We are just people who speak off of personal testimony, and that's what I'm doing with you guys here. I do take supplements every day, so that's something that I did not stop doing. I made sure that I was taking my supplements every day, making sure that I was juicing every day, drinking plenty of water every day. Coffee did help suppress my hunger, but salt water, I can't stress that enough. Tyrone will tell you that actually helps. It really does help. Magnesium helps as well. Making sure that you get plenty of rest. Listen to your body. There I think were two times where there was one time where I was feeling like so out of it, I couldn't even make videos. Like I was just like, I can't do it. I didn't have the energy. I felt edgy. I think at one point I had a little bit of anxiety. All of these things though are normal because your body is going through a detox. I'm not gonna get too graphic with the whole bathroom situation, but let's just say things are a lot easier now. Yeah, so anyway, um, oh, so as a woman, even at my age, there are a lot of women whose menstrual cycles are extremely heavy, and some women who it's like close to nothing. Um, for me, and this is me being transparent with you guys. Um, it was not a great feeling with the way that my menstrual cycle is. And so, some women are heavier, their flow is heavier than others. I was one of those. And when I tell you this fast lightened it up. Like, I couldn't even believe it. I was just like, wait a minute. At first, I felt like something was wrong. I'm like, wait a minute. Am I pregnant? No, I'm not. It was a couple of days late. It came. And when it did, um, it was it was light. It was a lot lighter than it normally is. And that's how I know my body has begun to regulate itself. And so I think this week I'm supposed to be getting some blood work done to check my iron levels because I'm anemic. The last I checked, I was anemic. I do take iron supplements. I try to eat and drink juice that are filled with iron because of that, because I'm not the type of person that likes to be on pills. Even though I take a lot of supplements, I want to get to a point where a lot of the stuff that I get is from food. Is that always possible? It can be if you're eating the right things, but that's the reason why there is homeopathic studies and there are holistic doctors, because you've got all these nutrients that can come from a supplement opposed to medicinal. Teas are great as well. Bone broth is amazing. Even if you're eating, like me coming off of this fast does not mean that I'm going to stop juicing. That lemon ginger blast has helped me so much. The last time that I did a 5-day juice fast, my hormone my okay, so you guys know I have Hashimoto's, which is hypothyroidism. My thyroid does not make enough hormones for my body. So I have had to be on medication to support my body to give it the hormones that my body's not making. Over time, I have been able to switch that up and change that, and take other things. And so one of the things that happens is that your antibodies skyrocket. And what that they'll explain to you that when you have high antibodies, that almost kind of means, I guess, in a sense, that your body is starting to kind of attack itself, or your thyroid is starting to attack itself. So at that point, it's like, you've got to do something, whether it's going dairy free, gluten free, staying away from nuts. Some people can't have nuts. Certain milks, I mean, almond milk is a nut, cashew milk is a nut. You can't have that. Peanut butter, so things like that you have to stay away from to kind of see. Now, for me, I've been dairy free for a very long time, but I'm not gluten sensitive. So, but I still am very mindful with the gluten too, because you never know. Um, but I try my best to eat clean, organic, definitely, making sure that the path that I'm on is the right one. But my antibodies were over 900. That's not good at all. After my 5-day juice fast, my antibodies dropped to 600. And I remember hearing my doctor say that. And for a second, like, I was just like, well, how the heck did that happen? I didn't do anything different. The only different thing that I did was I went on a juice fast. Okay? So that says a lot. And that was just 5 days. So I can only imagine what that may look like in my next blood work. But this week I'm only going for my iron because that's something that I was recently getting checked. And so the reason why I have an iron deficiency is because my menstrual cycle was so heavy. Because what happens is when I go through a menstrual cycle, I lose so much that my body doesn't catch up with its iron. And by the time my next menstrual cycle comes, I haven't made enough iron in my body. So now I'm losing it all over again. So that's one of the reasons, one of the many reasons why I decided to do a juice fast, because I wanted to give my body a reset, hopefully lower my antibodies even more. My goal is to put my Hashimoto's into remission. I want to get to a point where I don't have to take anything for my Hashimoto's. I do have to take a lot of supplements. Um, and I mean, could I get back on dairy? I don't know. For the most part, at this point right now, I think it's best to stay away from it. There's a couple of books out there, and there's an author. I think her name is Elizabeth Wentz. She's wrote a couple of books on Hashimoto's and thyroidism and things like that. And there's a plan that she has, I think, in a book where, don't quote me on this, but I feel like it's almost like an introduction back into certain things just to kind of see where your body is. And if your body doesn't react that way, then you know that you need to take it off and you can't keep going on with it. So I don't think that's something that I want to play with. But maybe one day I'll kind of try it out and see, because I did notice in this fast that not only was my menstrual cycle lighter, my energy was higher. The inflammation in my body is almost non-existent. The only time I feel any type of back pain, and you guys know I complain about it when I'm gaming, while I'm sitting here watching something, if I'm fidgeting around, you guys know that I'm trying to stretch my back. The only time that I feel anything like that now is if I'm working out, and it's just soreness from working muscles. Other than that, typically I would feel it laying down, getting up in the morning. I would get headaches because I would have tension in my neck. I have not woken up with a tension headache since I've been on this fast. And that's big because I get to a point where I'm so uncomfortable that it irritates me and it gives me anxiety sometimes, and not so much of an anxiety to the point where I'm scared about anything, but because when your body is stressed out, it's kind of doing the whole flight or fight thing. Like, it's just like, what's going on with your body? You're not feeling right, And so I haven't had that at all. The only time I had a headache is probably the first week when I was starting to go on this fast and my body was detoxing. But other than that, I have not had a headache in 3 weeks. Okay? And that's big. That's really big for me because I have a lot of upper back pain that climbs up my neck into my head and gives me tension headaches. And at this point right now that I have completed it, I gotta say, like, I feel like I can go longer, but I'm not going to. I've completed my goal. I'm proud of myself. I broke my fast today. I'll show you guys a little video later on, but I broke my fast with some watermelon. I ate some watermelon, and I had a green salad. No meat or anything. I'm going to keep it that way for the first 3 days and then reintroduce my dairy, maybe some seafood, rice, quinoa, and then, chicken and things like that. And then going forward, just trying to make better choices with my eating habits. Not that I make horrible choices, but, I gotta say this though. Just that little bit of watermelon and that little salad that I made, I feel like I'm full for the day. My stomach has shrunk. Like, I feel it. I feel like I have had a big meal. That's how I feel right now. So I don't know, because my plan was to eat a bowl of soup later on, but I don't even know if I'm going to have to. I don't know. We'll see. But three weeks of a juice fast, I've noticed that my skin looks a little bit clearer, which I'm happy about because you guys know I've done a few things to my skin, doing laser and things like that to try to fix my skin. But just this fast alone has made me look a little bit younger. Um, I don't know, like my face is a little bit brighter to me. I feel good, you know, even though I lost weight, I don't feel, you know, like I lost much of anything. Like, and it's like to hear, okay, I started at 133, I'm 122 now, so that's what, 11 pounds. But I don't feel it. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Like I'm not like one of those people like, oh my God, I look so skinny. No, I don't. Nope, I'm fine. I'm fine. So, yeah, you guys, so I feel great. I encourage you guys to do your research, check in with your doctor before you do anything like this. Even if it's a 3-day juice fast, make sure that you are, you know, reading good material. Watch videos. There's tons of videos on YouTube about it. Talk to your doctor. Find a holistic doctor that can help guide you, making sure that you are still being, you know, still incorporating nutrients into your juices if you do this juice fast. And some people go from a juice fast to a water fast. I've never done a water fast before, but I've definitely done juice fast. And this is probably the most challenging one, but the one that I'm most proud of for sure. So, yeah, so I'll definitely keep you guys posted on how I finish my day with how I've broken my fast. And if I eat anything else, I'll document it. I'll give you guys a little video later on because I did start, you know, I started documenting stuff. But anyway, you guys, yeah, so will I go on another fast? Yeah, I will be going on another fast, maybe maybe a 4-week, maybe a 5-week. We'll see at some point later on in the year. But for now, I want to cut, and I gotta say this, when you go on a juice fast like this, it is really important on, you know, I think our last meal was on the 31st, right? And it wasn't late in the day either. Like it was early. I think it was probably like around 6 or so. What you do during this fast is important. But how you go back into eating is just as important, if not even more important, because at this point, your body has detoxed. Is it 100%? I don't know. You know, maybe, maybe not. But you have given your body such a big rest that what you start putting into your body is almost a kickstart to getting on a healthier path when it comes to your diet. So knowing how to break your diet, knowing what, you know, what to expect, you know, other than the things that I've explained, I really didn't know what to expect, but you know, I was just kind of going through it. And throughout this whole process, honestly, mentally, my thought process is more clear, honestly. um I gotta say, like, I don't feel like I missed anything. Like during this fast, I don't feel like I missed eating or anything like that. Did I want something? Yes. Wanting and feeling that you are missing something is two different things in my eyes. So I can walk the mall and look at a picture of a cheeseburger and be like, that looks really, really good. But then coming home and feeling like I wanted that cheeseburger or that I have to have it, it's a little different. Did I want it? Maybe because it looked good on the picture, but then when I came home and I made a juice, it went away because I know that in my mind, this is the road that I'm on. This fast is a priority. And so me finishing this and me feeling my best at the end of this fast was my goal, and I've accomplished that. I feel good about myself. I'm proud of myself. Um, you know, and going forward, it's just kind of listening to your body as well. Allowing yourself the time to rest, making sure that you're exercising, meditate, document your days, you know, write down everything that you're feeling, the type of juices that you're drinking, the effects that it has on you. When you go to the bathroom, what changes do you see? If you're a woman, you know, if you see any changes in your body, your cycle and things like that. And the next time you see your doctor, just kind of let them know what's going on and what you've done and what you're doing if you're in the middle of a fast. And, you know, I have more than one doctor. I have, you know, regular MDs and I have holistic doctors, and all of them know that I was on this juice fast. And all of them was just like, really, that's good, you know? And I'm glad that I found a circle of doctors who can work together to help me achieve my goals for my health. You know, I didn't do this to lose weight. I did this for a reset. I did this for internal health. You know, thank God that at this age, this is the only thing that I'm dealing with is Hashimoto's. And I think that I'm dealing with it pretty darn well considering all the things that I've been through in my past with my health and things like that. So there you guys have it. I made it 3 weeks of my juice fast. I will definitely let you guys know when I get ready to do another one and for how long. But in the meantime, you guys, for the next couple of days, I'll go ahead and try to document how I've been feeling with going back into eating again, what I'm eating. Like I said, right now, I only had a few pieces of watermelon and a little salad, and I feel like I ate like a steak and potatoes and a salad, and that's how I'm feeling right now. But that's how fulfilled I feel. It's not like I feel bloated, but I feel full, which means that my stomach shrunk, which means that I'm in a good place for portion control and for just, you know, having the clear mindset of just kind of being very mindful of what I'm putting in my body. So there you guys have it. Leave your comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you do have any questions. I'll try my best to answer them. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles!